We have breaking news out of the PAFL. The Professional American Football League right here in the United States of America has another trade to be announced. The Pittsburgh Steelers have traded Chase Claypool, wide receiver who had a lot of promise just a couple years ago as a rookie when he and Ben Roethlisberger took over the NFL with deep shots and big grabs. The Notre Dame product became known as Mapletron because he is Canadian. He will now be a member of the Chicago Bears with Justin Fields, whose offense seems to be much better than it was at the beginning of the season or last year. They just traded away Robert Quinn and Roquan Smith on the defensive side of the ball. You might think to yourself, oh, they're tearing it down. They're going to be sellers. No, the Bears do the opposite. We need another weapon. We need a wide receiver. And there's another NFC North team that's probably thinking to themselves, were we in the Chase Claypool sweepstakes? And how do the Chicago Bears end up with Chase Claypool over the Green Bay Packers? Is that the natural thought that you're thinking, or how do you feel about this for the Bears?
I'm okay with the Packers not trading for Chase Claypool. I see Brandon Cooks didn't practice today. I know he's more expensive, but Chase Claypool, I don't know, like you said, a lot of promise, but I don't know. I don't know if I want Chase Claypool on the Packers. Glad the Bears got him, though.
Albert Breer is reporting that the 2023 second rounder that the Bears are sending to Pittsburgh in return to Chase Claypool is the one they acquired from Baltimore for Roquan Smith just yesterday. So they get Claypool, 1.5 years left on his contract. For Smith, half a year left on his contract, and a 5. Probably fifth rounder.
Fifth rounder from Baltimore.
Chicago still has its own second rounder. Okay, so house money they say they just got from Roquan Smith, but them moving on from Quinn and Smith, I thought was a sign about what the team was. Maybe they're saying we're still going to try to bring in the right pieces that we have for the future. AJ, your thoughts on this? Chase Claypool has a lot of promise. A lot of promise.
He's waiting for a contract, right?
1.5 years left on his contract. Albert Breer is mentioning as if the Bears did this so they got cheaper and a little bit more stability, how Albert Breer just framed that there. But Chase Claypool wants a new deal. That might be – they're going to have to pay Chase Claypool is what I just read.
Year 3, second round pick, so he's got next year left on his contract. For the Bears, if you're looking for a big wide receiver who will jump as high as possible and then try to catch it down at his knees, you got the right guy.
Come on.
If you're looking for a deep threat who will just stumble over his feet all the time,
he's not even cold yet.
What a great career!
Thank God he's getting out of that fan base.
I'm happy.
Crazy career arc. His rookie year, he was going to be a guaranteed Hall of Famer.
Calvin Johnson.
And then obviously traded. Incredible steal for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's rare, super rare, that you get back what you spent on a player as far as a draft pick when he's this early in his career and it's whatever. But I mean, what an absolute
get him some jet
steal.
sweeps. He's great with the ball.
Fucking Omar Khan is
he
just
threw a touchdown this past
Hefty. He's an athlete.
I'm happy.
There's a ton of Notre Dame fans in Chicago though, so that'll be good for him.
True.
I'm happy for Chase Claypool. I'm happy.
Do you think he's happy?
No.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because now he's going to it. The Bears aren't a juggernaut right now. It's one thing to go from a team that looks like they might miss the playoffs.
A lot of money next year to prove it.
Pittsburgh's not a juggernaut right now either. So he leaves.
That's what I'm saying. True. So if you're traded away from that, it'd be like, okay, it makes it feel a little bit better. I'm going to a contender.
He's going to the third largest city in America.
Sometimes second.
For now.
Bears are a contender this year?
I know you're talking football, but we're talking about if he's happy or not. I assume he's.
I always assume if you're traded from a bad team to a good team, like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah, and that's just football-wise you're talking, right? Not like life.
I'm not talking anything other than the team, other than on the field. Yeah.
I would assume young guy like him, like he would probably rather be living in Chicago than Pittsburgh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm not saying in general. I'm saying
what
we know of this. What we know of this guy. I think he would rather live in Chicago than Pittsburgh, and obviously with Notre Dame being that close, you can head back up to South Bend on the weekends.
Yeah, bigger
and see his old
TikTok
buddies.
market too in Chicago
for sure.
Well, that's I think bigger market for sure than Pittsburgh. A lot more eyes if they're good. If he makes some plays, there's a lot more people probably watching locally. Even if they're not going to make the playoffs, they still got local eyes on a Chicago Bears fan base, similar to the Pittsburgh Steelers fan base. Very loyal, very passionate. A lot more famous people in the Chicago Bears fan base than in the Pittsburgh Steelers fan base.
Billy
Gardell.
Brett Michaels.
Joe Manganiello.
Joe Leonardo.
Rest in peace.
That one late night host, Seth Meyers.
He's a Steelers fan, huh?
Uh-huh.
I saw that.
Seth Meyers?
I didn't know that.
He followed me on Twitter.
Wiz Khalifa.
Snoop Dogg. Congrats.
Wiz
Snoop Dogg.
Khalifa?
His name's Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
And you cannot. He just released another album. What you just did was obnoxiously rude.
Yeah,
Who, me?
I can't believe that. How dare you?
What are you talking about?
Wiz Khalifa?
He's been on the show, Tony.
Yeah, everyone in the Berg calls him Wiz Khalifa, dude.
He's got the same last name as Mia. You know what his name is.
Khalifa.
Ex-porn star.
She has been seen in a video alongside PAFL winning team from last night's quarterback.
Yes, in a milkmaid outfit.
Not Jacoby.
No.
Trying to dunk a basketball.
Yes.
I will say this.
You seen that video?
Oh, Ake, you've seen all our videos.